And that's a big issue with the gaming industry these days. It doesn't allow for growth. Instead, cancel culture takes over and the game just sucks. They don't want to hear it. Too bad, I'm already done with the game. But can we just think for a second about the people behind these games that have put their lives on hold and put their entire heart and passion and hard work into these games just for people to not even give it a genuine chance to flourish? And then you have these hugely successful games who have years under their belt and take the focus off of passion and their love for the game and put it on dollar signs, causing things like game modes to be shut down and even layoffs. But let's go back to the Steam player count because so many of you focus on that. Do you ever ask yourself when looking at the player count, who is this specific game actually made for? Because if you take that into account, then obviously games like Fortnite and Roblox are going to have much higher player counts than games like Arc Raiders. Those games have many different player modes for every different player type, and that is an issue that Arc Raiders is running into. Many of you want a PvE mode, many of you don't. Embark themselves have said they don't want to divide the player base. That's a huge thing to them. And that right there has many of you upset. But you could argue that dividing the player base is the wrong thing to do, because that leads to game modes that don't get played as often and then they get shut down, or even things like bots being added to lobbies to fill queues. And honestly, if the game had launched as a PvE title, PvP players wouldn't have touched it and vice versa. So yes, if you make a game more open to everyone, of course it will be more popular. But eventually, player types within the game will beg for game modes that cater more to their playstyles. But then on the other hand, if you make a more focused game, you're gonna have a lower player count because many people won't check it out as it doesn't meet their needs. So yes, Arc Raiders' player count has lowered, as many have tried the game and some have decided it's not for them. Or some just took a break and decided to play something else. But that doesn't mean they won't be back. And honestly, can we just take a moment and appreciate the reason that we're all here? That video games give us an escape from the real world and give us a little bit of fun, even if you only pick the game up once. Arc Raiders may not be your go-to game, and that's totally okay. But like most games, it will continue to grow and flourish and adapt. Maybe you'll come back and check it out, maybe you won't. Each game has its own dedicated community, big or small, that will continue to support the game. And developers can continue to improve on a game as time goes on. To say a game is failing just because it doesn't keep a consistent high player count is absolutely crazy to me. And if for some crazy reason Embark did have to shut Arc Raiders down tomorrow, oh my gosh, saying that just made me sad. But seriously, even if the game did shut down tomorrow for some crazy reason, that would not change the memories and the fun I have had with my friends in this game. My hope is that if you take anything from this video, it's do not be afraid to check out a game because of its player count and a fear that it will die. Because I bet if player counts weren't available, you wouldn't even hesitate to check out a game that interests you. So I'll ask you one more time. Does low player count really mean that a game is dying? Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and follow along for more Arc Raiders news and updates.